they're going to tell us a little bit about what's been going on with them, and then we'll see what's happening with all of you.
Thank you. I am Leslie LeCamp, the Executive Director for Mosaic here in Coffeyville. Thank you all for joining us on this nice, cool morning, and glad that the roads didn't prevent any of us from being here. To share a little bit about what we do at Mosaic, we support individuals with intellectual disabilities, and we do that here in the community. I'm sure that many of you have come across or went to church or what have you with many of the individuals we serve here in the Coffeyville area. Being here in Coffeyville really is a blessing for us. I like to say that when I come to Coffeyville for the day, I come here to have a vacation day, and that is true because I always enjoy my time here in Coffeyville with the team as well as being out in the community and meeting people. A little bit about who we are and what we do is we do serve people in their own homes. We do provide services during the daytime. That can be employment, or it can be at our office there, just a few blocks from here. But one of the things that we do is we have a Services Without Walls program, and what that means is many of the individuals we serve in day services, they do not participate in the typical workshop setting type of environment. They are out and about in the community here in Coffeyville, down in Oklahoma, up in Chanute. We are on the road and we're always doing things. Those are activities and things that the individuals like to do. It gets them out, it helps teach them social skills, it teaches them about different things that are offered in the community. It just opens up a whole world for them. The one thing about this program that we really love is, like I said, it does give them the opportunity to be out in the community instead of a work center. They're happier doing that. If you can imagine being in a room with a bunch of people every day, day after day, trying to find activities or work that's enjoyable or that you like, it can get a little bit too much at times. So this program is definitely a good fit for them, and they love doing it. You know, one of the things that I would share is that we are always looking for opportunities for them to volunteer. So if you ever have any thoughts or ideas about how we could potentially help you in volunteering, or if you have any activities or thoughts on maybe what we could be doing here in the Coffeyville area, Nowata, like I said, we take the road on the show. We would love to hear from you. You could either reach out to Ben, and Ben Ames is our direct support manager here in Coffeyville, and he basically oversees all services here in the Coffeyville area, so he would be thrilled to hear from you. Something else that we also do is we have something called Mosaic at Home, and you can kind of see that in the banner here. To share with you a little bit about what Mosaic at Home is, that is a program that we have where we serve people residentially here in the community with paid contractors. It's something similar to foster care, but it is for adults. What we do is, after a very intense background check, process, screening, interviews, matching them with individuals and services, we do have people that live in the community with paid contractors. So that means the individuals we serve are actually living in the home of that contractor. It's wonderful. We have been doing that in Southeast Kansas since 2011, and actually I want to say probably for 2 or 3 years, we had more shared living contractors here in the Coffeyville area that wanted to do this. It's a great opportunity for the individuals and services for them to live in a more family-like home. It's more normal to live with a family or with one person than it is to live in a group home. It opens up opportunities for them. They get to go on vacations. They get to see things they never see before. One of the gentlemen we serve here in Coffeyville, Michael, he goes on more vacations than any of us can ever think about doing. He got to go see the beach for the first time. He went on a cruise. Didn't he go on a cruise with Sandy? They took a cruise last year or 2 years ago. So he is having the time of his life. That would have been pretty hard to do for him in the group home. The other thing is, Michael, you know, in all honesty, he lived by himself in an apartment. And one of the things that he told us was that he was lonely. And he just felt like living in the apartment wasn't for him. And that's what he'd say. He would not say, I'm going home. He would say, I'm going to my apartment. Well, the best thing about Michael is now he says he's going home, and that's what shared living does. It's just so much more normal. I could talk about it for days and days because it's a wonderful, wonderful service. And additionally, it's something nice for those contractors. It fills a need for them, but it's also a paid opportunity for them to be maybe stay-at-home parents, whatever. So it's a good thing for them as well. Lastly, before I turn it all over to you, I do want to talk about the fact that, we are based out of Pittsburgh, Kansas. That's where I'm officed at. But again, we have services in Coffeyville. And one of the things that we are starting to do in Coffeyville is share our mission more. When I say share our mission, what I'm talking about is so many times agencies like ours, we have fundraisers, we do different things, and we do it to raise money for the individuals we serve. But a lot of times people walk away from that event and they're not really quite for sure what it is they went to. And they donate and they feel good about it, but they're not sure about what it is. So what we do at Mosaic is we share a mission tour that lasts 1 hour. We can do lunch, we can do breakfast, we can come to your business, we can do it at our office, we can do it here, we can do whatever. But what we do is it lasts 1 hour, like I said, not a minute more, not a minute less. And what we do is we share the mission through the individuals we serve. And for instance, here in Coffeyville, we have Stacy. How many people here know Stacy? Because Stacy seems to think he knows everybody in Coffeyville. He shares his story, and he talks about, and his mom Peggy talk about the fact that his life was changed forever when he had his vehicle accident when he was in high school. And he does love to share that story. So that's what our mission tour is about, is sharing stories to educate the community. So if any of you would ever be interested in hosting a mission tour, we would love to do it. We can do it with just a few people. I have the Winfield Agency. We've had them out on the deck, poolside, whatever you want to do. We're pretty flexible. I love to go to people's homes. So anyway, that's kind of us in a nutshell. Did I cover everything, do you think? I just before I close, I think the biggest thing I would always want to share is that the people we support, they want the same things that you and I want. Their journey might look a little different in getting there, but they want to work in the community. They want to worship in the community. They want to live here in the community and have a meaningful life, just like all of you. Have friends, be loved, and they want to love. So with that, I'll turn it back over. Thank you for joining us today.